can you tell me a little bit about the program that you guys are in, or what do you do here exactly?
So we're from the Michigan Youth Challenge Academy, and they teach you basically discipline. You can get your GED there or your diploma. It's a really good program, and you have to be willing to put in hard work. It's free.
So I saw robots earlier, and they were talking about little kids about robots, and they're making them do stuff, and how robots don't get bored.
Because like you can go on the computer and just type in like J, and then it's the computer is like programming a robot to do something that you want it to do. So it's not like you have to like build it and like make it do something. You just do it on the computer and program it to the robot.
Do you see yourself holding a job in the future that is related to coding?
Yes.
Not me personally. I'm not a big fan of. Well, like I like computers. It's good. I think it's good to know. Like everybody should know how to do this stuff.
That is actually an excellent answer. So not everybody is going to be a doctor or a programmer. So we need teachers, we need engineers, we need all kind of jobs. So, but learning coding, understanding of how computers work internally gives you a better understanding of everything around you, because everything is smart.
To do with technology nowadays, so like it'd be a good understanding. Like
Yeah, even at home, everything is smart now, right? Like everything's programmable. When you code, it gives you an idea of how the computer thinks, maybe?
Yeah, and then in the future, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of robots and computer jobs.
Okay, so we're talking about autonomous vehicles, right? We're talking about cars are taking us to work. We don't need to drive.
Cars know how to drive, and the cars know what to do in order to get where we need to go.
And how do we do that?
We program it. We give it.
Exactly, by coding. How do you see the flow goes in a vehicle, smart vehicle? It's somebody is crossing the road. What would that program look like?
The computer thinks of what you put into it. So it's like if you code it a certain way, the computer is going to think that way.
So I'm trying to get the answer of like,
Across the street, and you program your computer for it to stop. So it's gonna stop.
correct. So there are sensors. Like, do you guys understand now with what you learn in coding how computers go step by step, like when you write the program?
yes, sir. So like okay, so if a car was going across the street and there's a sidewalk, like a crosswalk, like the computer, you can set the computer to like program itself like with the car, I guess you could say, like whenever it crosses the strip, like it knows when to stop because there's going to be people
or like
coming.
when it see like white lines across the crosswalk, it knows, oh, if it sees white lines, it stops.
Green light, people in general, because you know how some people just like to go across the street when it's not even the light, it'll know to stop or to slow down or something like that.
So I have 3 little girls. They're this big right now. How do I get these girls interested in coding? Since I picked you because you seem real interested in coding, but you understand that learning coding gives you better understanding of computers and the future. So how do you have an advice for girls that might be thinking about the idea of coding?
I mean, it's pretty easy. They have a lot of programs like online. You can just look up and learn how to code. It's not that hard to.
Website, make your own games.
You said website?
Yes. And make your own games.
Yeah.
If they like Barbie games, like just make a coding game to like how to dress themselves, but like using coding.
What do you see yourselves doing when you grow up?
I see myself in probably like the electronic field or doctor field or medical field. Either or. Those are my 2 top. Yeah, robotics too. I'm doing robotics after December 21st.
Fantastic. What about you?
I want to become a registered nurse, so I'm taking a CNA program when I graduate here.
Fantastic.
Not sure, but I know I want to be a millionaire.
You can be a millionaire coding.
So maybe or neuroscience.
Neuroscience, very interesting.
I want to be a first responder firefighter.
That's great. So I think this is fantastic. I think the idea is you need to understand coding like you learn English, like you learn history, and because this gives you a really good basis of understanding technology and computers. We have those in everyday life. But then you all have different vision for the future, but you're interested in coding. This is fantastic. Thank you very much. So we were talking to the girls earlier about girls and coding, and we got more interested into the program. So can we learn more about the academy? Like, how does somebody get into the academy, and why is it different?
So we deal with at-risk youth, and it's non-traditional high school students. Maybe they're behind credits, or maybe they struggling in a traditional school. Qualifications: they have to be 16, 17, 18 at the start of class. Must be a Michigan resident. Can't have a felony and be willing to attend. So we're a no-cost program to our students. It is state and federally funded, and we take kids from all over the state of Michigan, from Detroit to the UP. They just need to get in contact with us at our website at michigan.gov/MYCA, so Michigan Youth Challenge Academy. So for 22 weeks, we train and mentor and advise young people and help them maybe get back on track. Whether that looks like to different students, it might look different from student to student. We are part of Marshall Public Schools, so we follow Michigan Merit Curriculum. So our teachers are Marshall Public School teachers. So I like to say that we have 3 educational pathways. They can do credit recovery and return back to their home high school, or they can get their GED through us, or get their high school diploma through us. So there's a few different opportunities they can do while they're with us, educational-wise.
What's really interesting here to me is the coding piece.
Right.
Like, traditionally, let's teach you math, let's teach you history, but not coding. So coding, and especially girls who code. Why coding?
Coding, just get them introduced into different fields in computers and stuff. Maybe they haven't been exposed to different areas of computer science, and then we want to give them best opportunities. Okay, maybe this might work, or this in computers might be your deal. So we try and have a broad range of stuff to give our students.
So we see more, like when we're talking about coding in computers, it's mainly male.
Right.
We don't see enough women in this field.
Right.
A woman may not think of coding as like, I want to grow up and code.
Right.
Exposing them might help, give them that idea that, there's another option, like build a website.
Right, and being able to work on the back end of websites and everything, and be able to build websites and everything. So coding and everything from like C++, HTML, all that stuff really is pivotal on just computers in general. That somebody has to make it work, and being able to allow females and males to have that opportunity is awesome, and young people, because they're eventually going to have to learn how to do it as well. So.
And what I've been talking about all day is the autonomous vehicles, right? Somebody's going to make those, and we want them here in Detroit, in Michigan.
Absolutely.
So how do we make that happen? By educating the next generation. Where do we find the website again? You mentioned the website earlier.
So our website is going to be michigan.gov/MYCA. You can also Google the Michigan Youth Challenge Academy, and it'll pop right up. You can see videos and everything else. Check out our testimonials on Facebook. I don't filter them, I don't screen them or anything. You can see just amazing reviews from parents and graduates and everything on how much this is a life-changing program. Not only the educational piece, but also the house piece. I like to say it's a whole person approach on working with young people and structure and discipline and everything that goes with adolescence. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.